I'm gonna email you the link so you can see what we look like as well if you wanna.
Okay.
Also, if you want to send out the link on your Twitter or socials.
Yeah, let me get when we're done, I'll do that. I'm gonna get focused in on here on this and doing the best job we can. Got a big community of people out there.
Yep.
I call you Tame. Tame.
Yep. Yep. So we're
Yeah.
live. We're live this morning.
Right
Good.
now we're live.
Yep, we're live.
All
Everything's
right.
set up. Good morning, Ron's Basement. How are you today?
I'm live. I'm doing good. Thanks, Tame, for having me on this morning.
You're welcome. So you're the founder of Unicorn Fart Dust. You like to talk about gold and silver. Let me ask you one major question about Unicorn Fart Dust.
Yes.
What was your major inspiration of making this meme coin?
I've been doing YouTube and following the financial sector for decades, doing YouTube financial with gold and silver. So obviously I knew what crypto was. I'd been hearing a lot about crypto the last few months because I just found it, or I was the base dev on Unicorn Fart Dust just really literally a few weeks ago. The last few months leading up to that, there was a lot of renewed focus on crypto. And I think it just was all kind of percolating within my mind, and I decided to do an experiment. I had no idea what the unbelievable greatness that was going to come out of it, but I decided to do a little experiment. I've always been a curious person who's interested in learning about new things, and I'd read that you could start a meme coin for, like, the article I read said $5, but I wound up spending $100, and I thought, what the heck? This will be something that I can learn about. And I was, I guess you would say, crypto curious at that point. And again, it has turned into something that has just absolutely blown me away.
So when you made that on the Pump.Fun using
Uh-huh.
Solana for that first time, did you feel like the transaction was very fast?
I did. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I'd never I didn't know what a crypto wallet was 15 days ago, quite literally. But yeah, everything, I watched a 10-minute YouTube video about how to create a meme coin on Pump.Fun. And it was a great video. At some point, I want to repost it to give this guy credit for what he helped create. But yeah, it was smooth. It was, I followed the directions. I created the wallet. I funded the wallet. And then I went into the in-depth process of becoming the boomer base dev, where I developed this Unicorn Fart Dust meme coin. And I joke around because it was very simple, right? I didn't need to put in a symbol, a name, a description, and then the actual picture. Where is it? Here it is, right here. I went and took a picture of this, which is, I'm very grateful and overwhelmed with what has happened since then. I'll put it that way.
Nice. Yeah, I was looking at the charts of Unicorn Fart Dust. I'll pull that up for the YouTube and audience real quick. I just want to say that your chart is so new that on the screen
Yeah.
behind me, we can see every hourly candle. It isn't even that old yet. I can still see from the very beginning
Yeah.
until the end. It's so wild. So this
Yeah.
crypto is very new. I would say the first time I bought your crypto, Unicorn Fart Dust, was about 3 cents. That's when we
Wow.
notified the Discord that it might be a good time to put in $50. But as a conservative trader, I did mention around 21 cents that if they want to take out their initial 50 and let the rest ride for free profits, it's a free trade at that point. So it's following the technical analysis very well too, which is very interesting because I know the story of how you made it, and you don't have a trading team trading this thing for you. This is just a random meme coin that you made out of your garage.
Yeah, out of my basement.
Your basement.
But yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. I don't have any. We don't. All this entire unbelievable thing that has occurred, right, is really not because of me. It's because from, like, the first minute, it got taken over by what has started as and turned into an unbelievable community of people. We don't call them coins, by the way. We call them beans. So when people buy, Unicorn Fart Dust, they're buying beans, and they hold on to them, and they're bean counters, is what we say. So yeah, and I agree with you. Like, it's only been 14 days. In some ways, to me, it feels like it's been like an hour, and in other ways it feels like it's been a long time, because I think in crypto things happen so quickly. But it has just been a short time, and it really feels like to me right now that there is an unbelievable community forming, already is formed, but continuing to grow. And that right now we're like building this, like, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just giving what I am sensing and believe and feeling. And I'm living this right now. Like, we're building this, continuing to build a base of people that want to buy the unicorn fart dust beans or coins, whatever you want to call them, and hold on to them for a long time. And you didn't ask me what I'm most excited about, but that's what I'm most excited about. Like you said, it's only been 2 weeks, and I'm looking at, like, well, where are we going to be 2 months from now? Where are we going to be 2 years from now? Where are we going to be 20 years from now? And if this community, and I believe it will, continues to contribute to this the way that they are, to me, again, I can't make predictions, but the sky seems to be the limit because there's only 999 million beans. Tame.
Yep, you have that limited supply. The token contract, you cannot mint more tokens. You cannot freeze tokens. It's really cool. I like the tokenomics.
Tokenomics. Yeah, you taught me a new word. Thank you, Tame.
So yeah, tokenomics is basically about, like, if you can mint more tokens, what's the total supply, how many are circulating, and it's 100% already circulating supply, which is good, because I see cryptos where they have the maximum supply is very high, but that circulating supply is very low. So what happens is the price just dumps for months into like 2 or 3 years until that total circulating supply is out, and then people get more confidence to buy. For your chart right now, I have a very interesting plugin on TradingView called AI Charts. And this AI chart pattern has a local double bottom with the target about 16 cents for UFD, which from the current price would push it up over 137%. Do you ever use TradingView for your charts when you're doing gold or silver analysis?
No, I don't. I've never been a huge technical analysis chart guy. I look at them and I know the basic chart patterns, head and shoulder patterns, wedge patterns. I know what the MACD. I know what all that stuff is, but I'm more of a whether you're talking about silver, whether you're talking about gold, or whether you're talking about unicorn fart dust, UFD. I'm more of a fundamentals type person. Is always in a value oriented type person.
Yeah, when I bought your coin, there wasn't any technical analysis yet. I bought it on a fundamental reason. It was actually the first time. The first day I got lucky, I found your YouTube. And I saw you launching the coin, and I waited a little bit. I went and laid down. I kept thinking about it, and then came back to my computer, sounded the announcement around 12 a.m., and then bought it around 1 a.m. So
wow.
I gave people like an hour head start before I bought it around that 3 cents range. And the fundamental was that you seem very genuine, and I like the gold and silver content. And I think gold is about to flip Bitcoin, and silver is probably going to be flipping gold a little bit on the shorter time frames. I'm not talking about market cap. I'm talking about price percentage, like going up, which is in a very good spot. I have a gold chart I was going to show the YouTube as well. One of my indicators that I built is called green blocks, and basically it works on moving averages and RSI, but the green blocks are coming in for gold against Bitcoin, and it's predicting that gold's going to go up 187% against Bitcoin.
Wow.
Which means if Bitcoin does start dropping down, gold only has to go up a little bit against that Bitcoin to get to 180%. So if Bitcoin loses 50% of its value and gold goes up to about $5,000 to $6,000 per ounce, it's going to definitely be like a giant green candle in the chart compared to Bitcoin. Do you have any physical gold or physical silver in your?
I do. Now I own a large, what is a large amount of gold mining stocks, mostly junior gold, silver, and copper mining stocks. My largest single investment right now by far is unicorn fart dust. So I wanted to add in that I think unicorn fart dust has the potential to flip all those charts that you just talked about. I do own some physical silver. I have for years. I don't keep it here at the house, but yes, I guess I'm a physical silver stacker. I keep a couple pieces. I mean, I love silver. I always have, and I always will. And I love gold too. I just never. I'm very frugal, And so every time I went to buy gold, I would say, well, and I personally kind of like silver a little more, the physical silver. So yeah, that's kind of my, I have the most unique, I guess, investment portfolio out there. I own a great, there's a portion, a big portion that is allocated to gold and silver oriented investments. And then the other biggest portion right now is invested in unicorn fart dust. So when the financial planners call me on the phone, I say, no, I'm fine. I own unicorn fart dust, and I hang up on them.
I was going to ask you, so I think you sold a little bit of unicorn fart dust as the price was going up at the very beginning, right?
At the very beginning. Yeah. When I created the coin, I'm sorry, the beans, but the coin, I owned 1.2% of 1.2% of all the outstanding coins. Excuse me. That first night when things really took off, right? I mean, I was like in shock because the market cap had been about 6,000, and I don't know where it got that. Well, it was actually the second night. It was about 24 hours after I created it. I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what was going on, right? That was I'd been in crypto for 24 hours. So I did make that during that first 24 hours. I sold half of it. At that point, I retained a little over 1/2 of 1%, 0.65%. And I went on a live stream that night, and I was just like, guys, I don't know what's happening, but I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to sell any more unicorn fart dust beans or coins for 10 days, which ended on Christmas night at midnight. And then at that point, I told them, after having 10 days to kind of think about things, that I would then extend that for another 3 months. So I guess through, what would that be, March 25th, that I wouldn't sell any more of my coins, because I'd begun to learn about some of the things that were happening in the meme coin sector, and I believed in the coin, and I think it's. I mean, I'm just overly optimistic, and that's really because of these people. Right? That's the value. I'm a value investor. The value in unicorn fart dust is the people. And what they have done has demonstrated to me on many different levels what good people can do when they come together. And I believe that that this is a long-term ride on the unicorn. So I'm glad that I extended it for 3 months. At some point in the future, I'm not a wealthy guy, and I'm making some pretty big sacrifices to do this right now. But I know that I don't mind it, and I'm not complaining, and I'm not asking for sympathy, but I know that in the long run, that unicorn fart dust has an unbelievable potential. So I'm happy where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, so someone in my YouTube chat mentioned that they would feel a lot safer. They would feel a lot safer if you had a bigger supply of tokens, like maybe reclaimed back at 1%. Do you think getting back to about 1% would be a goal for you?
Sure, it would be great. I mean, but I think I'll answer that question, because I invested a lot in junior gold and silver mining companies. Okay. And I'll make this real simple. Sometimes you'll have, and this directly applies to unicorn fart dust, right? You'll have a CEO, and let's make believe I'm the quote unquote CEO of unicorn fart dust, who owns 50% of a company's stock, or 20%. And everybody's like, oh, wow, look, that guy owns 20%. He owns 20%. He really has an interest in this. But then what you figure out is that 20% that he owns is maybe a drop in the bucket in his own overall wealth. So what I'll answer that question is look, it may quote unquote only be 0.65%, but it is by far my largest single investment. So in terms of alignment with investors, whether you're looking at it as a stock or a meme coin or anything else, well, all I can say to that is 0.65% of the outstanding shares. You better believe, that by far is my largest single investment. So I am 100%. I wish that I could go back and, instead of starting it with $100, that I'd put in $500. And I wish I told you and all my, that, hey, I'm going to, but I can't. And, but I think I can demonstrate to people every single day, I'm going to be going live every single day. I'm going to be working on doing what I can, right? Because the community is doing what they can to help cultivate this into a bigger, and it's already big, into a bigger and bigger and bigger movement, a bigger and bigger meme coin. And naturally, as the community grows, as our value grows, right? Because people like what we're doing because it's pure, it's honest, all that, more and more people will naturally be attracted to it. Did that answer the question?
Yeah, that answers the question, because as liquidity goes up, if we hit $1 billion market cap, and if there's enough liquidity, your value goes to about $10 million if you're owning 1% of the total supply.
Yeah.
And there's probably more liquidity to start selling it up there if it goes from 1 billion to 2 and 3 billion on the market pumps. Once it gets on like future platforms.
Yeah. And I think I just want to reiterate one point, that 0.65%, that's a lot of money to me. Okay. Even where it is right now, which I think I personally, not giving financial advice, but I think the coin price relative to the value that this community's already created, I think the coin price is ridiculously low. Yeah, that's my opinion. Even at this low price, that amount of money is massive to me and my family. And that, that's just one of the reasons why I feel so committed and aligned with what they're doing.
Yeah, so your portfolio goes up about 128% if we hit this double bottom target. And you have what, 6.4 million tokens about?
Yep, 6.5 million.
6.5 million. So you only need a little bit more. Have you considered selling stuff in your basement or around your house to buy more tokens?
Well, early on, when all this was exploding, I had made months ago, before any of this happened, on my gold and silver channel, right before Thanksgiving, I'd made what was called the Bitcoin bubble gum machine, which was initially kind of started as a prank. Okay, it was right around the time that remember the duct tape with the banana piece of art that sold for $6 million. It was a piece of crypto art. Were you familiar with that story?
Yep, Sam? I'm very familiar with that story.
Okay, well, right when that, right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Justin's son overpaid for that banana, but it's a very good story. I saw your bubblegum machine sold for over $3,600 on eBay. That's very interesting.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you that story. So yeah, I had made the Bitgum bubblegum machine, right? Again, this was months ago, before any of this happened. And on my live stream, I said, I'm auctioning this off for $2 million. Somebody paid $6 million for the banana duct tape. Why? This is the bubblegum machine, or the bubble gum, I forget how I said it, that is responsible for the bubble in Bitcoin, because that's when Bitcoin was exploding. And I could be in the past very critical of crypto. I'm very transparent about that. And obviously nobody bought it by Thanksgiving, which was no surprise to me at all. So yeah, early on, like on the second or third day when things took off, I thought, I'm going to try to sell the Bitcoin bubblegum machine. And yes, someone bought it, an art collector bought it. And I said, I will never make another Bitcoin bubblegum machine again. I promised this person that, and I promised that, and I keep my promises. At some point, I'm going to have to do something to generate some income, because I don't want to sell my unicorn fart dust beans. We call them beans, Tame, not tokens, beans. Because I'll let you know a secret that just came to me this morning, because jelly beans cause the unicorn to get gas, and that's how unicorn fart dust gets created. Now, so I don't have any immediate plans, but at some point, I need to find a way. Maybe it's with a donation wallet. Maybe it's with once a month, possibly. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And this has created. It was a great surprise that all this happened, and I am so grateful and so happy. I'm going to tell you, I have met. What shocked me through this is how nice these people are in this community, right? And obviously the token exploded, right? Now, oh my God, which is not normal, but that's what happened. It just exploded upwards. It's pulled back, it's kind of now consolidating and kind of, gaining its feet again, I think, in preparation for another great flight. But everybody's been so nice to me. I mean, everybody. I get a lot of people nonstop emails about, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, but no mean emails at all, none. And in an unbelievable amount of just kindness and generosity. Like, this feels good. Like, I think what people like about our community is it's based on honesty, it's based on integrity, it's based on prosperity, right? We know, right? But first and foremost, we know that the foundation of the good community, that's what's creating the value. That's what's making more people want to come join us, because it's nice. I mean, when new people buy and put it on Twitter, they get like overwhelmed by people saying, welcome, you got your horn, we say. And I mean, it's a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm rambling on you, Tame.
No, you're good. I do have one question from this though about taxes. When you
Uh-huh.
file your taxes this season, you're going to tell the IRS that you sold unicorn fart dust for capital gains.
Yeah, I'll do whatever is appropriate, like I've always done with taxes. I actually have a degree in accounting. So yes, I have always been honest on my taxes, and I did sell it. So yeah, I guess it's capital gains. I got a month or so to get started on that, but yeah, I'll do what's appropriate, and like I have done every other year, and file my taxes.
Yeah, it's going to be funny. You might be the first. I took profits on some of my scalps.
Yeah.
Technically before the end of the year, so I also have to put on my tax returns that I had capital gains on unicorn fart dust, and it's pretty cool.
Right.
This year I got into more coins. Traditionally, I was trading like Doge, Bitcoin, Ethereum, so taxes were a lot easier before. Now I have quite a few more tokens that I have to explain to the IRS, and the names are funny. If you want to earn a little bit more money during this time, maybe you can open up that Amazon t-shirt website. So Amazon will automatically print it and ship it to people that buy, and Amazon already has a lot of customers. You could just use some unicorn fart dust, and the community will buy some shirts. You might earn like $2 or $3 per shirt that's sold there, but that's extra revenue that you could use to buy more things in your life.
Yeah.
All you need.
Thank you for that recommendation.
All you need is a business bank account, because that's what Amazon requires, and just your business tax number for like an LLC or something. And you can get that set up in like 1 or 2 days if you really wanted to. But be careful about your mailing address on your LLC. People can look that up online, so just do one of those temporary offices, like $30 a month for the address.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Right now, I need to feed my family. I need to pay my bills, no doubt about it, and we're okay, right? And there's a lot of things that I think potentially might be able to occur in the future to help, provide some income to my family. But I want to do anything I do. I want to do right. I want to do transparent, and I want it to be something that the community agrees on and is behind 100%. That's important to me. And, it's only been 2 weeks. So yeah, I can say, oh yeah, I need to make merch. I need to do this. I need to have a donation wallet. I need to, there's a lot of different things I think that can happen, but none of it's going to happen if I don't stay focused on doing what's right for this community, and doing what I can do to help our community foster more and more growth. And I know that, look, man, on day 3 of this journey, I had over $1 million in my wallet, right? My crypto wallet that 4 days previous, I didn't even know what a crypto wallet was. I thought a wallet was made out of leather and weighed about 3 pounds. If I was just after money, I guess I would have left then, right? But there was something inside of me that said, this is way bigger. This is something that can help a lot of people, including my family. And this is a gift, right? Like a little unicorn got set, a little baby unicorn got set on my front porch, and I'm going to take care of it. And I know that in the long run, everything will be okay. And I could help, that I could potentially help generate a lot of prosperity, not just for me, but for a lot of good people, because unicorn fart dust is like the meme coin of the people, right? I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm no genius. I wish I was that smart to have like strategized and planned all this, but I just did what I thought was right. As I went through every step of this process. And that's what I'll continue to do. And it has become like a community driven from the very beginning. like the crypto of the people. And I think people, and again, I had no idea this was the case, but that resonates so much with just everyday average people, and that's who's buying this. And it's such a broad, diverse age group, right? The boomers are like clamoring with me, like, how do I buy it? How do I buy it? You know, my neighbors, I mean, it's just everybody. And it's a special thing. And, you know, the money, whatever, you know, look, I've always been known as being kind of a frugal guy. I'll use nice words to describe. I'll be okay, you know, and in the end, I think there's a lot of prosperity, not just for me and my family, but for a lot of people who are buying the beans, right, and holding the beans and believing that this can come something. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't predict anything, but what I can control is what I do, and everything will be done with transparency and strategically for the good long-term benefit of the community. Because there's all this stuff, right, in the meme coin area. I'm learning over the like pump it, Ron, pump it. I'm like, it'll get pumped naturally. You know, what we need to do is continue to foster this great community that's developed around it.
The YouTube's curious. Do you remember the exact price that you sold half your tokens for?
No, I don't, but I know. I mean, it's all public. Hold on one second.
Okay. They were under the impression that you made $500,000. I'm trying to tell them. I think when I was watching it's like very early. Was it before a penny?
It was. You guys can look it up. It's all. That's what I love about this. The half of the tokens that I sold on the first night, I think like net me, but I think it was worth like I made quote unquote like $60,000. I had no idea what I was doing, so 60,000. I had to convert it from Solana to I don't know whatever. I didn't know what I was doing, and by the time I got it like through the whole process and into my bank account, I think it went from being 60 down to like 53 or 55,000, which I'm still very grateful for. I mean, that's awesome, right? But if I'd held that half of tokens, that would have been worth another, you know, at one point, $1 million. But I didn't. So, I did not cash out. I cashed out and I made like 50,000 on it, which is great. I'm not, hey, look, I put $100 in to start, so I won't complain.
Yeah, that's another reason why I bought around 3 cents. I saw you sell like before it hit a penny. I was like, oh no, this guy definitely a little bit inexperienced. By the time this gets on Binance or something, it'll be at $1 billion. So, whoo. I know we're gonna wrap this up because you have a little bit of time. You're taking care of some things at your house. Do you know how your crypto got listed on some of the big exchanges already?
No, I have no idea. Look, I don't. I know that it's because of the community at the end of the day, right? Either efforts that they directly took or just the fact that this community stepped up, took control of this thing, and has done such an awesome job. That's what I can say. And I get a lot of people say, get it on Binance, Ron, get it on. I got it written down. Bybit, get it on Coinbase. And I'm like, guys, of course, but what I know and what I believe is like if I stay in my lane, I guess, is to be the face of Unicorn Fart Dust and to do some community organizing, or I don't know how to say it, just being there and being available and doing my best. And I will do my best. And I've told everybody, like, look, I did live streams on YouTube every day for the last 2 years. Okay, so I can do this. I'm used to doing this. It's, what it's like. It's stressful. It's a lot of work. You see a 20-minute live stream and you think, oh, that guy just comes on and talks. And, no, I mean, there's hours of preparation, at least for me, that go into this. I know you've built a big YouTube channel, and my hat's off. You have like 50,000 subscribers, right? Is that correct, Tame?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal, right? That's about where I was with my channel. That's a lot of work. And, I will... so my hat is off to you, but that's what I'll do, and I'll be here for those people. And I reply to I get hundreds of emails now every day in DMs, and I try to reply to everybody because that's kind of my job. The other stuff, yes, we're only 2 weeks into this, so if it's going to be, and it is going to be, and I've committed a long-term process, a long-term journey, these other pieces will fall into place. My job is to have fun. with, because that's a big part. I forgot that, right? The community, right, is magic. It's fun. I mean, you wouldn't believe these if you go on Twitter and look at these or X. Do people call it X now officially, or can you say either one?
You can say either one. Elon would prefer you say Ets. I know it's hard.
Oh,
I've been using this platform over 10 years, so it's hard to say Ets.
Okay, well, because I want to keep Elon happy.
So here's my suggestion to you.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do for the community is keep up your regular live streams, and the second best thing you can do, you can try to get people to make some unicorn fart dust memes. And every single day after Elon tweets something, when he's speaking at nighttime, not morning time, but nighttime, Eastern nighttime, you reply to his tweets and try to get him to reply to one of your unicorns. That will make the chart go parabolic if he replies to one of your unicorns.
Right. And that would be awesome, right? Because I love Elon Musk, and people made a meme of him riding down into my basement on a unicorn. That would be awesome. Absolutely. But and that would make it go parabolic, and that would be fun, and that would be exciting. But I want to emphasize, this is a long-term ride on the unicorn, right? And the magic alone right now that this community has created, I believe, is going to be fuel for this thing to continue going forward in the future. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not making, I always tell people, whatever you do, be responsible. Don't, be diversified. Make your own financial decisions, but it doesn't. All somebody needs to do is buy a few beans, and they're part of the journey, right? They're a duster. They're part of what we're doing, and at this price, a couple cents or 7, 8. I don't. I follow the price, but it's more important for me to work on doing things for the community. But at this price, you can buy 10 beans for $1. I mean, just you're part of the journey, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, this is a lot of fun. A lot of work, a lot of stress. There's a lot of people out there in this community of unicorn fart dusters who are working their tails off. And I'm trying to recognize everybody, and in the end, I will recognize everybody. But Tame, I'm telling you, this is something. It was born unique. I mean, on accident. Okay, watch my first live stream where I'm like, don't buy this. So I always tell people, don't take my financial advice. I told you not to buy it from day one, and look how wrong I was. But I mean, it was born out of FUD. It raised up, and what has happened, and how this, I guess, just kind of transparent, pure movement is resonating with people is something real. And it's attracting more and more people. And at the end of the day, I think I told you earlier, I'm a value-oriented investor, right? Fundamentals matter. That's the fundamental value of unicorn, because what is anything worth? It's worth what a group of people, whether you're talking about silver or you're talking about a stock or you're talking about a meme coin, it's worth what the people agree on. And we are attracting more and more people to the community, not because of me, right? I'm just doing my part. There's a lot of other people that are doing their part, and it feels like to me that the momentum will continue and will continue. As a result of that, the price will have to continue. Will continue to follow the growth of the community.
All right, sounds good, Ron. I would like to invite you to an event.
Yeah,
the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas, May 27th to 29th. I think if you go to that event and network, it could help attract more eyes to unicorn fart dust that are in the Bitcoin community. So look at that on your calendar. I'll email you more, and then.
Well, okay, yeah, that I won't rule anything out. Right now, my schedule is insane, and I really appreciate you. I forgot to say, I really appreciate you having me, and I would imagine a lot of our duster community is here. So thank you for having me on. And you never know, Tame, I might come riding down. What is that? Las Vegas Boulevard?
Yeah.
On a big white unicorn. You never know, man. That's one thing. These people have changed my life over the last 14 days. I'm a 54-year-old boomer who should be thinking about retirement, and instead I'm thinking about what has been the ride of my life, thanks to them on the unicorn. So you never know, buddy. I may be showing up at the Bitcoin conference, riding down Las Vegas Boulevard on a unicorn, and all the dusters coming with me. Watch out,
Yep.
right?
And then I'll talk to you more. There's other events that I could get you invited to,
Yeah.
like Token 2049 in Dubai or stuff like that. That people would be happy to see you there. I mean, some of the exchanges that listed your token, they would probably cover all the expenses and costs for you to go there. So
yeah,
I'll email you more about that as well.
I'm just a regular middle class guy. I got a job I do at night. I gotta go back to night. One thing I know I will do, and thank you for the invites or the recommendations, is keep coming down in the basement. I got a cat named Jasper that everybody likes to see. Jasper will keep making his appearances, and I will just be, one day at a time doing what I need to do to help foster this, because to me, it's still a little baby unicorn we're taking care of, right? It's got a long way to go. And, the baby unicorn is just beginning, to learn to fly. And it's got I think a big flight ahead of it.
All right, sounds good. I'll email you. We can work on some more things. Have a good day, Ron. Thank you for coming to the channel and talking about unicorn and fart dust.
Well, wait a minute, Tame. You forgot I want to say thank you, and I want to tell everybody listening, maybe there's some dusters out there. Don't forget, check out Tametheark's YouTube channel, right? Because this guy, I will tell you, I spent 3 years doing what he's doing. He's doing something right to have been able to grow his channel to where it is. He's providing some kind of value to the community out there. So check him out, and you might even consider doing something nice, because the fart dusters, unicorn fart dusters, like to do good, right? Good attracts good. Maybe consider subscribing to Tametheark. And thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you down the road, okay?
You're welcome. Have a good day. Thank you, Ron.
You too. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.